Hello and welcome to day 32 of Wildebeest on Tour. You are watching Wildebeest TV for the final edition of the series. It's our final day in Paris, our second day, and you can see behind me the beautiful city. One thing you can't tell is that it stinks, because lots of bad things are running down the streets. But apart from that, it looks very nice. The Eiffel Tower is just behind those trees over there, and you can see lots of buildings. So hope you join us for the rest of the day.
Image that you conjured up on the floor.
He knows.
Oh! Which one's this?
He knows.
Does he know?
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna go
The one of me.
say
Yeah.
One Mama! And there's loads of painting and things going on here. It's a very arty, cool, suave, sophisticated district of Paris, and it's got a few tourist shops and a few wildebeest here.
I can't actually imagine it because it would never happen.
Mitch is just describing how he can't imagine. What can't you imagine, Mitch?
Me being a butcher with blood dripping from my mouth, because it would never happen. Would it, George?
It's Friday.
Friday, gotta get down on Friday.
Everybody's looking forward to the weekend, Friday, Friday, get it down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend, because there'll be no more Wildebeest on tour. Michelle's here because he's looking at guitars, because he is a rock person and he wants to buy a guitar so he can play Friday on the guitar and we can all sing along. That's right, isn't it, Mitch?
It is, actually.
Katrina is a French girl and is talking to Ellie, and she's going to get some macarons, which is some kind of sugary, sweet thing that people eat in France. So French people don't have teeth because they all fall out. And so the journey, the Wildebeest on Tour event is coming to an end. Dan is giving out the boarding passes so that we can board the plane. We're here in the airport terminal, which is cool, and let's go. It's not this one because we're going to Luton, and so I'll follow Mitch and he will lead us.
There's a sign.
Soon we will be passing through security and we'll be making it onto the plane, but before that we need to find out what people have thought of this Wildebeest on Tour trip. What's been your highlight of Wildebeest on Tour?
My highlight? There's been a lot of highlights.
Seeing lots of different countries in a very short space of time.
Things we've seen, probably St. Peter's Basilica was the most impressive. Probably it's a toss up between running through the back streets of Istanbul to catch Harry Potter and tripping balls on Turkish coffee and baklava. I'll take it.
I agree with Dan on the whole going a bit mental on Turkish desserts, and I didn't have coffee, but going a bit mental on Turkish desserts. It was completely unexpected in terms of the evening, and it was just a bit bizarre that we were sat by a main road on stools about as high as the luggage trolley that Dan is sat on at the moment. So yeah, that was probably a highlight.
Highlight? I think I'm probably not the only person to say this, but Sarajevo is my highlight. It was unexpectedly good. The cuisine was very good. The Sarajevo itself was very nice. We had a very good time there. It exceeded my expectations, so it's probably why it was my highlight. It's very good.
The other one would be the other night when we saw the water show in Strasbourg. I'm glad it was dark because I had the most ridiculous grin on my face. I think that showed off the city of Strasbourg quite well. It embodied a lot of what it is to be in Alsace, and it made me very proud to have spent the time there and to have understood their culture. So I hope everyone else enjoyed it because I'm very proud of what they've put on.
A few things I've done. Tripping balls with Dan and Katrina in Istanbul was quite high up there.
Like Danny, my highlight was definitely going to Sarajevo because it was really interesting. It's a beautiful city and a beautiful location, but to learn about what's happened to the people of the city and to kind of live the Sarajevo life, even though it's a short amount of time, it was really interesting. So I'd say that was a highlight.
Cathedral in Strasbourg.
But in addition, the journey towards Sarajevo, I think, was one of my highlights. Getting stuck on the train from Istanbul, getting stuck in Sofia, looking around there. I mean, I really enjoyed the train journey. Most people obviously hate it, but it was really fun, and it was nice to just be put in a situation which wasn't pleasant, but to make the most of it. I feel it was a good situation. So yeah.
So I can't really choose one. There's an amalgamation of things which were small.
And Sarajevo itself was lovely, as was Moscow.
What's been your favourite country? Bosnia was my favourite country.
Turkey.
I don't know. They're all really good. Difficult. I'm probably going to say Turkey, because I had a fantastic team and then cooking class, and it was nice weather. They had a lot of street food, so I'm going to have to say Turkey. Apart from Bulgaria, that's crap.
So I'd say probably it'd be better to say which country I found the most unexpected, the most fascinating, and that's got to be Turkey. I didn't really expect much of Istanbul. I was never against going to Istanbul, but I certainly wasn't, over the top for it, as most people were. And that blew me away. That was fantastic. And I definitely will go back to Turkey to explore more of what Turkey has to offer.
I've also got to give Turkey a notable mention. That was really, really interesting. And I'd like to go back to Turkey as well. So yes.
I've already mentioned Bosnia and Sarajevo, so can I give a second favourite?
Well, no, that's fine.
No, that was my favourite. Okay,
Yeah, okay.
Bosnia was my
Cool.
favourite.
What would be your low light of your trip?
I'm not entirely sure. I'd say there haven't been many lowlights. It has been fun.
I have to say probably Paris.
Okay.
But I was never a very big fan of Paris to begin with. It's the end of the trip, so I'm rather cranky.
I had my dinner in a plastic box and I forgot to pick up a fork. Well, I couldn't find a fork to pick up for it. So I couldn't really eat the sauce that came with it. I had to eat it with my hands. There was no air conditioning on the train and we weren't allowed to open the windows. And the main reason for wanting a bed in a separate compartment to everyone else was so I could sit and write my journal and read without disturbing all of them. And I blew the fuse in the reading light as the train left the first station. So I couldn't do any of that.
If anything, I'd say the cuisine in Strasbourg was the worst. Partly because we didn't really get served in the first place we went to. And then the third day I had an egg on my pizza, which I wasn't expecting, and I don't really like egg.
Okay.
But I mean, that's only a minor little thing. Really, what else did I not enjoy? I don't know, but I thought it was all pretty good. So, yeah, no, I don't really have a negative moment of the trip.
Solidly, definitely spending 44 hours pretty much constantly on a train with a dodgy stomach.
Lowlight, I think, was the experience of having so many hours on a train and because of delays and consequently not getting to see Belgrade at all was the biggest disappointment, I think, because I haven't seen Belgrade before and I wanted to see Belgrade. We didn't get a chance, but one for the future, I think. But that was my low.
With a hole in the ground for a toilet and no toilet paper, despite there being a room full of toilet paper that was locked. 44 hours.
Whimsy!
Being told that we were delayed and my phone breaking in a rainstorm.
What have you missed the most? / what are you looking forward to the most by going home?
Sleep. Premier League season kicks off tomorrow. Bam.
Next I've got to see. Also, more regular instant access.
I'm looking forward to just catching up on things that I've missed out in the last 4 weeks, such as catching up on motorsport, watching a bit of that.
Clothes.
Sleep. Bath. Mainly sleep.
Probably getting out of a rotation of 4 different outfits. I'd like to have some of my other stuff back and maybe some proper trousers again. That'd be nice.
Seeing my girlfriend, of course, and a nail, and a pint of
It was
English
just a bag of Haribo.
Ah, cool. Both of them at the same time.
I prefer my own question, which is that you being the Wildebeest photographer and all, and
Yes.
doing most of the filming on this trip,
Yep.
trying to speak louder than the tannoy that's going on right now, what would you say has been your favourite photographic or filming moment? What was the best thing to photograph or film?
That's a question with two reasons why. I think the water show in Strasbourg was really amazing. Like, I mean, as a visual feast, it was a feast. But to take photographs of that, I mean, it was like dark, but some of the images that came out, like the umbrellas, the rainbow, the cat. So that was I really enjoyed taking photos of that, and I hope they come out quite well. They look good on the little canvas screen, the LCD screen. So hopefully they'll be good. Yeah, no, that sort of stuff. Though discovering that the camera's not bad at taking photos at night was a nice surprise, because I've never really tried that before. So photos in the dark, definitely good. We are waiting for our baggage. But if we are waiting for our baggage, what does this mean? It means that we are in the United Kingdom. Yes, it's quite nice to be here. It's after visiting 13 different countries, to be back in the UK. I think this is a good place to record the final video of Wildebeest on tour.
Aww.
It's sad, but we're waiting for the bags to come, and then I pretty much want to go home. So I'm going to vlog after this. So, Wildebeest. Do we all want to say goodbye?
Vida's not here.
Vida's not here. Well, Vida didn't want to be on the video anyway, so is that alright, Ellie?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, fine. So, from Danny, from Mitch, from Katrina, from Ellie, from Dan, and from Matt Vida, and from myself, George O'Donnell, you've been watching Wildebeest on Tour on Wildebeest TV. Join us again for Wildebeest on Tour 2. Farewell, my friends.